ODU a few years ago, of course, introduced football. And I know that's the third rail of topics since I've been on the board, at least. Does that play a role in this awareness particularly amongst the students?
Oh, 100%. I came from a place where we had football and it was a great entry point. And so what I would say with just my communications and marketing hat on, we should have a football team. If I were to put a financial hat on, I might say we need to give that a lot of thought.
And the other,
Let's just cut it off after your first state.
Okay, gotcha.
and one thing I want to mention is ODU about 20 years ago started a football team, and they're still.
Has it been that long?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think it's been 20
15
years,
maybe?
not 20.
Well, I know the commitment was made when Reagan was president.
Oh, wow.
When I was on the board the last time with Dr. Trani told us very clearly in real precise language, if you bring a football team here, I'm gone. Okay. Okay, I'm just saying that because again,
He's not here right now.
yeah, okay. I'm just simply saying it's more than a notion to talk about getting to Division I NCAA as a football team. And you're talking about resource allocation. I would rather spend our money on the NCAA men's basketball team if we're talking about, you know, excelling in sports.
Just my experience with this would be, and I worked very closely with athletics in
Glad I
Florida.
introduced this.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing the headlines right now for tomorrow. But if we had a football team, I'd say let's double down and invest on it. Creating a football team right now is very difficult.
If you had a couple, literally more than $200 million, if you had an enormous, rapidly growing population, if you had the resources that you would need, and you could immediately get into a Division I conference that's high profile, that makes a possibility, that makes a conversation possible. If you cannot hit on all of those, and I don't believe at this point we have the population growth that many states that have seen schools do this. And really, you look at the needs that you have now, you look at what our students are facing, you know, the financial aid needs, the population that we serve, that really has to be our priority. So what we have done is we have put more resources, and we have raised more resources with Jay's help and Ed's help for basketball. That's why we went from the conference that we were in into the conference where we are now. And who knows, there may be continued escalations of that program, but that program has a history. You know, we took it to a very different level with coaches, like starting out with Shaka. And so the bottom line is that we're still working on trying to take that program to its highest level. It's a good question. It comes up all the time, but my answer is not very different than contextually anyway, is my predecessor's.